Hello everybody and welcome to Would You Rather, or as I guess it's called, Either IO. Etherio. Either EO. I don't know. I don't yet have a standing desk, so this is how we're going to do it. Would I rather have a stomach ache or have a headache? Well, that's actually kind of a hard one because sometimes when you have a stomach ache, you don't want to eat. And sometimes when you have a stomach ache, you think, maybe if I eat something, it'll help. And I really don't know where I was going with that. You could either eat or not eat. Neither is good or bad. I feel like these are both things I have occasionally. I have headaches very rarely, and I always just deal with them instead of taking medication because life is pain. And so dealing with it is part of that pain. Since headaches are such a rare thing to me, it's just something that I should experience to the fullest because it's part of being alive. That probably doesn't make sense. A stomach ache, though, usually I just need to poo when I have a stomach ache, or fart, or some sort of excretion will solve the problem. I didn't expect the first Would You Rather to be so difficult because I so don't care about either. I'm gonna go with have a stomach ache. It's 50-50 essentially. Let's move on. Would you rather steal an elderly woman's purse or tell 10 orphans that Christmas is canceled? I will tell every orphan that Christmas is canceled because Christmas sucks. But they're orphans and they don't have a lot to look forward to. Do orphans get Christmas? What? I don't know. I just feel like if we're going to work on something like giving orphans hope and making their lives better, we should give them stuff all the time throughout the year so that they feel comfortable and not like their life is in total chaos. Is Christmas really going to solve orphans' problems? Sorry, orphans, Christmas is canceled. I'm not going to commit a crime to keep you from... It may not even be true. Maybe I'm a liar. Maybe they learn a valuable lesson about not trusting jerks. Next. Yeah, no one cares. Would I rather play a game of one-on-one with Michael Jordan or play a game of one-on-one with Kobe Bryant? I've seen Space Jam. I have not seen Space Jam 2 with Kobe Bryant. I don't know. I'm going to go with Michael Jordan. Yeah, it's kind of no contest because either you're into basketball, I almost said football. Either you're into basketball and you're like, yeah, Kobe Bryant, because he's new. But still, if you're into basketball, you might be like, MJ, he's classic. And then there's people who don't know anything, and they're going to pick MJ. Would you rather only listen to the Beatles or only listen to the Rolling Stones? So I'm only getting one source of music, and it's not Grimes. So that's disappointing. If I only have to listen to one, a long time ago, I wasn't a big fan of the Beatles. I thought that a lot of their songs were boring, but it turns out that they've got some other interesting songs that are less boring. But I've always liked the Rolling Stones. I only like a couple of their songs, honestly. But Beatles songs are earworms, right? They all get stuck in your head. And that can be a bad thing if you can't listen to lots of different music. The Rolling Stones, there's a couple of songs that are earworms, but I don't know. I gotta do a test. Why does it say the Kinks? This doesn't make any sense. YouTube sucks. Yeah, there's the orchestral part. You guys know it. Don't always get what you want. I saw her today at the reception. A glass of wine in her hand. Can't always get what you want. Can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, well, you might find you get what you need. Alright, that's a good one. This is probably one of my favorite Beatles songs. It is a popular one. I know I was just saying that they had some non-popular ones, but when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Gotta go with the Beatles. Rolling Stones, I love you, but yeah, that's just the way it is. If you had a kid, would you rather die when your kid is very young or have your kid die before you? This is weird. I mean, normally I can apply things about kids to my dog. but it's pretty certain that my dog is going to die before me. That's sad, but that's just the reality. But a child, would I rather die when my kid is very young or have your kid die before you? Well, I guess if my kid dies before me, I've still got a chance to make a new one. But if I die before my kid grows up, the chances of them making it are lower. I'm going to err on the side of egoism and say, I don't want to die. I'm going to pick the one where I don't die, but I don't have a kid. Who knows what I would pick otherwise? Would you rather be Lindsay Lohan or be Miley Cyrus? Would I rather be Lindsay Lohan or be Miley Cyrus? This is a question right up my alley, because of course I want to be a girl, but the question is which one? First of all, any hate for either of them is just totally pointless. I like Miley Cyrus's grit. I like her counterculture style, but I don't like her overall style. But if it was me, I could stop wearing the Bulls jerseys. I could stop wearing the grills, which nothing against them. I just personally don't like the look. Specifically the look. Nothing about what it represents, right? She's fine to do it. I have no bad blood against her, but I could change that, right? Lindsay Lohan's a redhead. That's interesting, right? If you're going to be a girl, why not be a strange girl? I don't mean strange. I just mean a unique situation, physical situation. She's got the freckles. It would be nice if I had freckles. I think I would look pretty good with freckles. I feel like I used to have freckles. That might be a sun thing. It might be because I never go outside, because why would you? I'm going to pick on something really stupid, and of course this is nothing against either way, right? Right? I'm not saying, you probably want to know what I'm going to say first, but there's nothing against either direction, right? Miley Cyrus, pretty thin. Lindsay Lohan, not as thin, but certainly not overweight in any capacity. My ideal self is fairly thin. I just happen to think it's more comfortable. I'm working on getting thin. So if I'm going to pick a girl, I'm going to pick someone who maybe hasn't had trouble being thin and maybe is very comfortable. And pick Miley Cyrus. Boom! Decision made. Suit me up! Again, this is nothing against... I'm not saying Lindsay Lohan is fat. Oh, God. I don't want to... Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying and not taking it as a broad spectrum against a certain type of people that are beautiful. And I would want to be friends with both of these people, but if I want to be them, if I want to wear their skin, personally for me, I want to be thin. I want to be the thinner person. That's what I'm going with. 65. Oh, that's interesting. They're probably just slut-shaming, though. Bunch of jerks. Next! If you could only have one, would you rather Facebook or Twitter? See, Facebook is more usable, but the people on there are kind of useless. That's probably a sign of my life rather than anything else. Which one do I think is a platform where people say more interesting things? Twitter. Which one could I do without more? Twitter. So, I'm going to pick Facebook. Move on. Would you rather know everything or be the ruler of everything? Isn't knowing everything the same thing? If you know everything, why can't you control all the things? If you know everything, then that means you know all of physics, and you can change our destiny, potentially, assuming the energy expenditure, assuming it's physically possible, but be the ruler of everything. Let's put it in terms that will make sense. Would you rather know how to make a computer? You know everything about how to make it, right? You know the ins and outs. Let's say you have the hand skill, right? I'll even go that far. But what if there are no materials to make a computer? You're trapped on a desert island, for instance. But on the other hand, would you rather do that? Or would you rather have a computer and be able to use it? That's kind of how I see being the ruler. Now, if the computer breaks on your desert island, you're screwed. I want to know everything. That pretty much answered it for me. Hopefully something carries over from that. Would you rather be stalked by Slender Man or take part in one of Jigsaw's games? Well, I'm dying here. I'm sure you could tell by my throat and the singing, but I did a couple videos before this. Be stalked by Slender Man. I guess, which one do you have the highest chance of survival? Slender Man, what do? You get 8 pages. How hard is that? That's not that hard. You just walk through the woods, don't look at them, and run fast and get the pages. You know where the pages are. There's one on the oil tanker. There's one on the tree. There's one on the broken car. There's one on the weird bathroom, right? You go get the notes. You collect your journal. You say the sacred words, which is, I assume, why you need the journal. And he disappears, or the game ends. Maybe you die either way. I don't know. Jigsaw, I feel like you have a high chance of survival, but you're definitely going to lose something in the process, right? Like, you're going to lose an arm. You're going to lose a finger at the very least. And it's not a fair game, you know? Calling it a game makes it sound like you can win, but it's not fair. Slender Man, he's fair. And he'll probably kill you either way. I'm going with stalked by Slender Man. Oh, interesting. A lot of people couldn't take the blood. They'd rather just be taken by the Squid Man himself. All right, this is the last one I'm going to do. Would you rather burn to death or drown? They both last for a little too long. So let's say you know you're going to die. Drowning, I feel like maybe you could do something about it. Like you could just inhale a bunch of water, right? Just like you're hocking up a loogie. Exactly the same. But burning to death, what are you going to do? Do I have to set it up? Can I set up like oil that would drip on me and kill me faster? Can I set myself to be burnt to death in a rocket engine blast? That would be very fast. I feel like that is a loophole. Drowning is going to take a certain amount of time no matter what. Like, it's got to penetrate your lungs. The oxygen has to run out of your bloodstream. Burning to death could be very fast. I'm going to go with burn to death. That's my answer. Ooh, not many people agree because I think burning to death would hurt. It probably would, but you're going to die. Oh. Whatever. I'm not a wuss. I'm going to burn to death. Going out in a blaze of fire. Woo! Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you next time on Would You Rather. Or either